カッパだろ
I am a 35-year-old single woman, and I know I'm not the only one that's in their mid-30s who's single, even though it does feel like it sometimes. I wanted to bring up some comments that I do receive. Like, for example, I was out last weekend and some guy asked me how old I was. I told him 35, and he said something like, well, don't you think it's time to start having babies? No? Now, a comment like that, I maybe would have brushed off a little bit more if I didn't want kids at all. But I think it kind of stings a little bit because the fact that I've always dreamed of being a mother, sometimes these comments are actually being made by men. And for the most part, a lot of the girls, when they find out I'm 35 and single and they have kids, they'll be like, oh, girl, wait as long as you can before you have kids. This goes back to society's expectations of women, and the only way to be fulfilled in life is to have kids and to be married. Of course I do want that for myself, but you know, if it's not in the cards for me right now, it's not in the cards. I think that society puts an expectation and pressure on women to be a certain age and, you know, to have kids and to be married. It's really hard to like not compare your life to other people at times. You feel like you're kind of behind on life. But when I was in my 20s, I always thought that I'd be married and have kids at the age of 35, and I'm not. And that's okay. Life doesn't happen sometimes the way that we hoped it would. I think what's so frustrating is when people start to feel sorry for you and then they make comments like, oh, what's the red flag? Or isn't it time to start having babies? I could have settled years ago and had kids, but it probably would have been with the wrong person. I'm not the only one who's in their 30s and frustrated with dating and feeling like they're never going to meet someone, but don't give up hope. I'm very hopeful that there is someone out there for me. I know sometimes it feels like you're never going to meet someone, but you will. Create a life for yourself that you're happy on your own. I hope this hits the right pages, and I hope I helped at least one person.